There is an observation that I've made, and I need you to come along with me. Ladies and gentlemen, there was slavery. Right after slavery, there was colonialism. Let me explain a little bit in just 2 minutes. Slavery was when the white man came into Africa and by force, in the name of religion, both Islam and Christianity. In fact, the Arabs enslaved more Africans than even the Europeans. Some people don't know this. They came with the Bible, and in the name of the Bible, they raped our great-grandmothers, killed our brothers and sisters, and carried our great-grandfather into slavery. They left us with the weak ones who could do nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, the few who were able to escape lived in caves and what? Crevices. Some of them never had fresh air till they died. Some also jumped into the sea and died. That was slavery. Right after slavery, there was colonialism. And what was colonialism? They came in with diplomacy. Oh, we are not using force anymore. This time around, we own you. Therefore, anything that you produce on your land, we have to come and inspect. You serve us with those products first, and we decide who else we want to sell the products to. That is colonialism. They came in, they no longer took you as a slave, but you became a pseudo-slave. You know what it means to say pseudo-slave? You are still a slave in disguise. Ladies and gentlemen, what did they do? They did not come with the gun and the bombs and the what? The balls, the cannon balls. They came in, just like it happened in the Congo and the rest of the places. You remember that we were colonized by Britain until 1957. They did not take us as what? Slaves by force anymore. What they did was that they owned everything that was on our land. The gold, the diamond, the bauxite, and the timber. Ladies and gentlemen, they exploited our land and carried all the goodies and left us with the bodies. That was colonialism. Now there was slavery, and then there came colonialism. Ladies and gentlemen, colonialism is returning. Colonialism is returning. And every time the white man came, he came like a chameleon. He changed colors. When he realized that you were familiar with his pink color, he decided to become yellow. And when you got used to his yellow color, he decided to change into red. When you were getting familiar with his red color, he changed into purple. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Blakk Rasta saying? When the white man used to come here by force and take us away as what? Slaves, it was the days of slavery. Transatlantic slave trade 1 and transatlantic slave trade 2. This is not a history class, so I will not go deeper into that. But slavery came in 2 forms. Transatlantic slave trade 1 and then transatlantic slave trade 2, where America got involved later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not turn it into a history class. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, after slavery, they came with colonialism. They still owned us, but they gave us the opportunity. I want to use the word opportunity and not freedom, to rule ourselves. We had our chiefs and kings and whatever. We ran our own administration, but they run the gold and the diamonds. What it means is that, oh, rule yourselves, you have power. But when it comes to the goodies on your land, we have the ultimate power. We decide where the gold should go. We decide where the diamond should go. That was colonialism. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they are back. What are they doing? China is here destroying your land with galamsey. China is here stealing your rosewood. The chiefs continue to help Chinese and some other people, ladies and gentlemen, to rape your land and make it impotent. The chiefs shamelessly are those in conjunction with some few indigents who helped the Chinese to rape our land and take our gold off the land, and also leave us with polluted water, polluted air, and children with 2 heads, 4 legs, and some children without either a penis or a vagina. If you thought Blakk Rasta was telling you some fictitious story, go down and open your eyes. The Nigeria will say, shine your eye. Ladies and gentlemen, they have moved from galamsey to rosewood or timber lumbering. And it's happening in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, when they get arrested, what do? The Chinese government comes in and compensates in quotes. Oh, this is what we want to do. We will do this project for you. Listen attentively. And then our government will push a senior minister with little brains to go out there and make blasphemous statements against the integrity of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, after making those unnecessary and unwanted and sheepish comments, they refuse to apologize. And our country continues to suffer. You need hard talking indigents like Blakk Rasta and the rest of them to be able to stand firm and let them know that we are fed up with the comedy. The comedy that is not hilarious at all. You go to a comedy show and all the comedians come on stage and they have nothing for you that can make you smile, let alone even laugh. That is a comedy show that is devoid of hilarious activities. Ladies and gentlemen, colonialism is gradually seeping through the rocks of this country. Now hear this. I'm just reading something from my Joy Online. A Spanish company has decided to go to the University of Ghana and reward the best Ghanaians who speak the best Spanish. Listen attentively. A Spanish company has gone to the University of Ghana, Ghana's first university and the most renowned, and they are picking up Ghanaians who speak the best Spanish. They are the best Spanish students, and they are rewarding them, giving them prizes and maybe scholarships. Put that Spanish business aside. We are now studying Chinese in our universities because China has become a superpower, and we need to be able to align with the Chinese adventure and escapade to be able to survive. Now the Chinese ambassador to Ghana went all the way to Cape Coast, the central region, and said that he's going to put the central region on the map. He will speak about the region in China and make sure that Chinese investments are huge in that area. Ladies and gentlemen, let me break it down. Now all these contracts they say they are bringing to Ghana, the Sino Hydro, the what, you will hear big figures, 2 billion American dollars. Listen, they are coming with Chinese products. That's number one. Number two, they are coming with Chinese contractors, followed by Chinese prisoners. Chinese prisoners will invade your country. Ask yourself, why are they prisoners in the first place? A lot of them are personas non grata. In other words, they are unwanted. They are serving long sentences. Some of them are even, ladies and gentlemen, on life sentences. They unleash these Chinese prisoners and personas non grata to come into your country, and they are those who are going to do the construction work. Ladies and gentlemen, when the story is done, the same 2 billion that they said they were giving you, they carry about 90% of that money back to China. They are not buying timber from Ghana. Neither are they buying a single metal from our metal smelting plant, wherever it is, I don't even know. They are not even buying screws from Ghana. All they probably will do is to make use of the local girls in the area, impregnate them so that they will have Chinese children lynching, chanting all over the place. It happened in Tamale. It happened in some other areas. When the Tamale Stadium was being built, Chinese prisoners and personas non grata who were unleashed from the prisons of China came to build that stadium. My God, all the Chinese prisoners were not more than 4 feet short, and they came over there. They had the same faces. My God, they unleashed their libido, their libidinous nature on the Tamale girls. The secondary schools had their girls trooping to the stadium, and they all got a jab of the Chinese libido. A lot of them got pregnant. And what happened? When they asked the girls who impregnated them, all of them said, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee. Every girl said Mr. Lee. Only 2 or so girls said Mr. Ching. And when they went out to the stadium to look for Mr. Lee, there were about 500 Mr. Lees. And they all looked alike, 4 feet tall, some of them 2.5 inches tall. Ladies and gentlemen, and listen to the interesting part of the story. When the girls were not able to identify them because they all looked alike and the same height, you know what they did next? One of the girls said that, oh, I can always recognize the tin of Mr. Lee. What is his tin? The tin in his pants? Okay, how big is it? Oh, it's just small, tiny little tin like that. And when they decided to go beyond the pants and see what Mr. Lee had, all the 500 had the same size of the tin. Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like an Anansi story, but these guys always come in from wherever they come in, and they pretend to be helping. At the end of the day, we are those who suffer the brunt of our leaders' irresponsible behavior. Now, Portugal, Spain, they are awarding the best students who speak the best Spanish. When the white man came, he forced you to speak his language. He refused to learn your language because your language is nothing but savage. Today, they have another way of encouraging you to study their language. I'm not against anybody studying language, but I am against the means and the style. Ladies and gentlemen, colonialism is returning, and you have to shine your eyes. Now anybody who gets up is rushing to Ghana. No wonder they say Ghana is the gateway to Africa. And what do? They pollute our land, pollute our air, rape the few young girls around. And when they are coming here, like in the words of Trump, they don't bring us the best from China. They bring us prisoners who are on the death list, prisoners who are personas non grata that the Chinese government is even scared of. These are those they bring here. And in Ghana, they become so respected because we respect anything that is pink. We respect anything apart from black. Ladies and gentlemen, I will call upon the president and those in power. Please, yes, you say we are poor, but it's not every scrap that we should accept as a gift. Yes, you say we are poor, even though we are blessed with the gold and the diamond and the bauxite and the timber that other people from other countries see as rich and they come to exploit. Yet our leaders still tell us we are poor, and they brag that they took us to HIPIC, highly indebted poor countries. Is it not a paradox? It's so paradoxical of us as in this country, ladies and gentlemen, to sit back and call ourselves poor. Yet the Chinese, the Europeans, and the Indians see some riches in Ghana, and they come to exploit the riches. Yet we still sit down here, fold our arms and say we are poor. Oh, we are poor. Oh, we are poor. Can you give us some cocoa small? Ladies and gentlemen, you know that in this segment, we don't talk too much. But watch out. Sankara said something which I love so much. He said, the man who feeds you controls you. He who feeds you controls you. When Sankara was in power in Burkina Faso, the land of the upright, he refused all sorts of aid from the IMF, from the World Bank, from Europe, from Torop, from Sorop, from Gorok, from Drudru, from Boom Boom, from Kiki, from Hihi, anywhere the aid was from, Sankara trampled it down like we trample on a very, very terrible mosquito. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are not learning from Sankara. We kill Sankara and shamelessly dispose of his body like that of a common criminal. Yet he was one of the best we had. Today, ladies and gentlemen, he who feeds you truly controls you. India fed us with 35 million to build a white elephant, a gray elephant of a commander sugar factory. And the indigenous there, yes, they are producing the sugar cane, but they are producing it for petition. Yenyina ya bu pepepe, yenyina ya bu pepepe, apetition obrukutu, yenyina ya bu pepepe. That is the song they are singing in Commander. Missy yenyina ya bu pepepe, yenyina ya bu pepepe, apetition obrukutu, yenyina ya bu pepepe. And the sugar factory is dancing back to Bangalore. The loan you took from the Indians, $35 million. That white elephant of a sugar factory is dancing back to Bangalore, is dancing back to Bombay, is dancing back to Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going back to India to eat chapati and roti. Ladies and gentlemen, after giving you $35 million, they brought you the statue of a racist Gandhi and forced it down your throat. Maybe it was a condition, and now I'm believing that it truly was a condition. Why can't you dispose of that racist statue? Because you took money, and the man said, well, as part of the deal, you have to accept our national hero. Is that not colonialism? Are we done with the statues of our heroes in this country? And if you are even done, how about the heroes from Africa? Have you heard of Asemeni? Of the Akwamus? There's only one statue that is standing right there at Akwamufie, just by the Adomi Bridge. Have you heard of Ndewura Jakpa? No statue. Have you heard of Tohaje the Red Hunter? No statue. And have you heard about the great Ashanti warrior Opoku Frede Frede? Have you heard about Opoku Frede Frede? Have you heard of Nana Dodua of the Achim? Have you heard about her? Is there a statue at all for her? Is there anything to celebrate her legacy? And you go and bring Gandhi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not stupid.